When humans first emerged from caves 200,000 years ago or so, or Homo sapiens emerged, the average life expectancy was 20, more or less. Today, it's more or less in developed world, the United States, maybe 80, around 80. So we've increased our life expectancy by roughly 4 times. How much longer do you think people really can keep increasing their longevity?
So much of that just happened in the last 100 years. If you look sort of around 1900, average lifespan in the United States was only your late 40s. So we've dramatically extended that. Is human life extendable beyond about age 100? It's not clear that if we don't tinker with biology that we'll get much beyond that point, because there does seem to be sort of a program here of limited lifespan. And frankly, evolution cares about that. You've got to get one generation out of the way so the next one has its chance. But we're getting pretty smart about understanding what are the actual molecular steps in aging, and maybe, if we think it's a good idea, we might figure out how to achieve that kind of extension by tinkering a bit with the biology.
On heart disease, do you think it's possible to eliminate all heart problems completely by diet, exercise, and statins?
Heart disease has a strong genetic component. If you're somebody in a family where heart disease has happened, that's something that probably could apply to you. Cholesterol is certainly a big risk factor. If your cholesterol is in that range, up above 200, and increasingly we're saying maybe even below that, reducing it clearly reduces the likelihood of a heart attack, and so it's worth doing. So more and more people are getting this recommendation about statins. It's particularly important for somebody who's had a heart attack and doesn't want to have another one to get on a statin and to really manage their cholesterol very tightly. That clearly is one of the reasons why people are living longer.
So what do you think is the single greatest health challenge the United States faces today?
You know, right now it is the opioid crisis. I'm spending a huge amount of my time working with the director of the National Institute of Drug Abuse, Nora Volkow, on this, and we've been to the White House several times and have a very strong effort underway now to work with the private sector to develop and implement quickly non-addictive painkillers, because opioids are pretty effective for treating pain. We need something else, but something that isn't going to kill people. We can speed that up, especially with help from the FDA. And that is, I think, if you just look at what's the current public health crisis around us, that's number one. More people died of opioid overdoses than of car wrecks last year. It's just unbelievable the way this has come so quickly.